in any event, Merlin was a last resort, and he reluctantly bought the land with the idea again that hopefully we would get Midwest Methanol to locate there so that we'd have the gas usage. And I know Merlin will be criticized for it, but he was actually trying to help out both Worth County and Mitchell County, and that pretty much, like I say, right now, that's, and Merlin also, one of the things that he said to me this last week was it was brought up at a Winworth Petco, that's their economic development board, that either right before he signed the option or right after he signed the option, all 6 supervisors of Winnebago and Worth County were aware of what he was doing. So, I mean, it wasn't, and I guess I didn't really feel that we had a problem until Mark mentioned it on Friday that we had a problem. Otherwise, I'd have been glad to mention it at the board. I just didn't think that, like I say, there was 9 of us involved, knew about it, and I didn't see it. I mean, there was 4 supervisors, none of them saw that.
I'm not saying that there is a problem, or I'm
Right.
not saying that there isn't a problem. All I'm saying is, I was never aware of it. I don't think you were probably aware of it. Shannon says she wasn't aware of it, but Shannon says, based upon what she knows, it wouldn't have changed her mind voting on anything anyway. So, like I said, I maybe overreacted, you know, but once I got the minutes, you know, everything was disclosed in there. There was, I guess, no hiding anything. Maybe there wasn't as much disclosure as I would have liked. I would have liked someone to say, you know, Merlin's purchasing this and he's got an interest in it. But if you gave other people the opportunity and no one else would do it, you know, like I said, maybe I overreacted. All I'm doing is here telling the board what I found out. Not saying you need to do anything, whether you shouldn't do anything. I'm just bringing this to the board's attention. Because we've got 1 new board member. Joel was here when it happened. I talked to Shannon, you know, and like I said, she wasn't aware of it, so I'm assuming Joel wasn't aware of it. But maybe that wouldn't have made any difference to anybody anyway. So that's all I have. I'm not saying you need to do anything or not. I just wanted you to be aware of it.
Well, along those lines, on the 28th, that's a week from Thursday, 7:30, we do have a board meeting of the Port Authority. And Merlin suggested that I personally make sure that County Attorney Walk and the other 2 supervisors, you are invited. I mean, they're always public meetings, but I mean, if you have any other concerns about this or so on, we will be meeting on the 28th, 7:30 at Mason City, like normal. So I cordially inviting. Yes, Steve.
Yeah, where's that gonna be at?
That's right across from Central Park in Mason City. The Chamber Building, I believe it is, 9 North Federal. The address would be upstairs. Lowell's already posted the agenda.
Is that AM or PM?
AM.
Was that 40-acre tract, was that publicly listed by a realtor, or is it so everybody knew about it, or?
I don't remember if it was publicly, if I remember right, there was a divorce case. They had to try to sell it in order to settle a divorce case. I think there was a realtor involved, Dean. I don't know for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Well, and if you have some other questions, one of the people that helped us on the project was Kevin Colbert, and maybe Kevin could tell you, because Kevin was actually helping to deal on the land. Maybe Kevin could tell you if there was another realtor involved. have anything else for Tony or anyone. Well, thank you, Stanley.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. You
Uh,
up next?
I am, but maybe they can go to Rich.
No, you can go because I gotta talk to Barb about some stuff.
All right, I'll look you up. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
So this morning I have sheriff's fees for you in the amount of $6,212.26.
How many in
We have 4 this morning.
and for,
Well, let's see, there's 2 that are in for probation revocation, 1 for serious domestic abuse. And the 4th one's doing a judgment and sentence.
I'll make a motion to accept the sheriff's report from me.
I'll second that.
been moved and second, further discussion. Hearing none, vote Flinter.
Aye.
Schmelling.
Aye.
Clock, aye, motion carried.
I think the only other thing that I would have for you is just a heads up, we did take possession of a new Tahoe this week. That'll replace one of the Tahoes or the Chevy truck that the reserves are running at this point. Haven't made a decision on which one will go, but that'll be available either for sale or for maybe raise office, whatever the board thinks is most appropriate there. But it'll probably be, might be 60 days before it's available, because that needs to be tore down and a new one outfitted and put on the road. So we're just kind of waiting on the body shop for that, get that work done, so.
I know Ray called, wondered what he was supposed to do, so I suggested that maybe if his assessor's office wasn't using his truck regular, or not, maybe he could have him borrow it from them. I think that's what happened.
Okay. We've got a meeting,
No.
tonight.
Unfortunately, we couldn't spare our vehicle. I have classes that I'm attending in July, and if I were to loan our other vehicle, then our field appraiser would be left to use his own vehicle. So I figured that is, this is our busy time for field work this year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ray will be without one for a while. He'll have to use his own or something, because I can't make the switch over
No,
fast
that's
enough
fine.
for him. Unless Worth County doesn't buy this pickup, then we do. It's that the other option.
I thought they wanted it.
I thought they were getting it. Okay, that decision's been made.
They're supposed to be calling sometime to discuss it, but I haven't gotten any calls.
Okay. And I think the equipment in the conference call, that's all been taken care of. Graders over there, so they should have everything that belongs to them. So that, we'll cut those ties midnight on April. So, and then from that point on, I don't know where we're at.
He's got that going.
No, it's got a van.
Man.
Yeah, so. But like I said, we have a meeting tonight, we'll see what the committee members think, and we'll go from there. I'll be there. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I guess the committee should discuss it and see how they want to proceed.
All right. And Steve can give you a briefing, or I can too, but as long as he's gonna be there. So. That's all I have, unless you folks have more for me.
Nope. Thank you, Stanley. Sheriff Beaver.
Yeah, thank you.
Item 5, county engineer update. Morning. Driveway in the right of way,
Yep.
a county right of way. And because of the angle of the road and that, and they said, especially if you ride a motorcycle down there, it's a danger with loose gravel and that, and they requested that we pave.
I just wanted to verify that you guys did want us to pave it and how far we wanted to pave it. At one time I heard it was just the approach part, not the whole driveway and right of way, but if I understand correctly, it's the whole driveway up to their pavement.
Well, I do not believe that's what they asked for. I mean, there's a stretch of gravel in there that really belongs to them.
There's, where they stop paving on their driveway, that's where the county right of way is. From that line all the way up, it's a couple hundred feet, I think, I can't remember what the measurement was now. But are we talking the whole length, or are we talking just an approach off the pavement?
See, I was understanding it was just an approach off the pavement.
I haven't never been up there, so I don't know.
There's a,
Lowell, you use that quite a bit.
Yeah, and I never see a motorcycle out there.
was it the discussion of going to the golf course on a motorcycle, or coming down 105, or?
No, coming out of the golf course, on a motorcycle.
I know when we paved that last year, they were trying to, the golf course board was trying to get something done. They were kind of Johnny-come-lately and didn't get their decision made before the contractor moved out. But I'm just wanting to verify, because I know it was brought up to me, I can't remember who brought it up to me. And I know it was, when I wasn't here, you guys had a discussion on it, so I just wanted to verify, because if we've got a contractor coming in later on, it'd be a good time to do something if we were gonna do it. So I guess my question is, how far do you want me to go if we're doing it?
I think the discussion was that they, all the approaches to the highways now, you know,
On our county roads,
on the
yeah.
county roads, we go back so far.
50 feet, yeah,
Okay.
on the county roads.
This particular driveway doesn't have that, that I'm understanding.
It's a driveway, not a county road.
You wanna have it?
Huh?
You want us to make it a county road?
You don't wanna do that?
No.
I just wanna know if we're gonna pave it or not, because if I do, I gotta get a contractor on
Well,
board.
I think we ought to just pave the county portion, I mean,
Well, the county portion goes to their asphalt, so it's a couple hundred feet.
And what's the cost of that?
I got a number written down in the office, I don't know, I just remembered it when I was in here, that was brought up, and I kept wanting to bring it up and ask the question. It'll be a few $1,000, I'm sure. I don't know if it,
It'll be a few $1,000s. It's almost 100 yards. I went and looked at it. It's quite a stretch up to there.
but it's also, you know, city of St. Ansgar's golf course, I think, isn't it? City's golf course?
It's municipal.
Municipal. If you wanna think about it, fine, I don't have a contractor in yet, but if we're gonna do it, I'd like to know when we have it, so. I just know there was discussion on it when I wasn't here, and I kept forgetting to bring it up, so I just wanted to bring it up real quick. So, anyway, we can have that conversation later too. No sense in wasting time to think about it again.
You heard anything from the railroad?
Miraculously, yeah,
No, good.
they'd forgotten about our doing, so now they processed it. So we're still a few weeks out yet. Yeah, the same day I asked to verify whether they got it, then they said, oh, we forgot about it, so I would hope they'd expedite it, but it still takes 4 to 5 weeks, so in a couple weeks here, we'll probably get something back. All right, so we got our truck quotes back. We agreed Mack trucks were what we were gonna order. We're gonna use the same snow equipment that we have, or at least the same manufacturer. Supervisor Smolik asked if we would look into options for stainless steel